Hey there everyone, it's Sean Bailey, the Sales Funnel Nerd. Welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about your book funnel and how great it is, why you should do it, and I really think you're going to enjoy this video. So let's kind of jump into it here, and I will explain what we're looking at on the blueprint here. So as we've got it laid out under the section for our sales process, we've got our sales page for our book. This is a bit different than normally. Normally you have some type of lead generation, some type of form capturing, giving away free something or other on the front end here, but this is just straight to the sales page for the book here. So I'm gonna show you the sales page. I'll give you an example of one I'm using here and how it's laid out. And on the sales page, we've got what's called an order bump, which is an opportunity for your customer because they've said yes. They're like, yes, I'm gonna buy this book. I'm gonna lay out whatever the price is. My book, I currently have it for sale for $5, $5.97. So you can charge pretty much whatever you want there, but you want this to be a simple initial purchase for this person where, it's essentially less than the price of a Starbucks coffee. But because they've said yes, and they are going to purchase your book, we've got the opportunity. It's kind of like when you're going through the checkout aisle and they have those impulse buys laid out there. You don't really need that thing, but it's there, it's cheap, and I'm going to grab it because I'm already buying some other stuff. So that's the purpose of the order bump. Now with mine, I've got the audiobook version available that they can select and add that to the order straight away. Now after that, where we really maximize and get some real value out of this book funnel is with our upsells. So I actually have two upsells in place here, one for 97, one for 197. I find that two upsells is about the right number there. You can go with kind of whatever you want there. If you want to have multiple upsells, I've been in funnels where I'm pretty sure there was six upsells that I went through in order to buy whatever it was initially, whatever the purchase was. So like I say, it's kind of a thing. You'll find out the right amount for yourself, but myself personally, I go with two. And then you can see on the back end, we've got additional products that we can sell them there. Now after they purchase, they're going to go through an onboarding sequence. So we're going to send them some emails and follow up with them afterwards after they purchase, and even do some special stuff, send them some surprise bonuses, but that's kind of your own personal aftercare with your customers there. So if we have a look, let's jump into this and kind of break this all down here. Now, we want some conditions for the sales funnel. We don't want to assume that you have a book. Most people don't have a book just kind of kicking around ready to go. So I'm going to explain to you how you get past that hurdle. We don't want to deal with any fulfillment headaches. We don't want to have to ship things. We don't want to have books printed out. We don't have to deal with any of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you how we get around that. And you also want to be able to funnel stack, meaning that you want to, once this person comes in, you want to expose them to other funnels in your system so that, if there's other solutions that they want and you have them, that they're able to get them. So let's keep going and take a look here. Does that sound good? So we're going to talk about why this is important to you. Now, first off, this lets you acquire new buyers. Now, this is important because these people have identified themselves as willing to spend money right away to solve whatever problem that they're looking for. So that's important. Now, you can have your book created for you, and you're going to have the sales funnel in place to maximize your hyper-responsive customers because some people will be willing to buy everything that you have available once they come in here. Now, this is the really important part here, is that you're able to establish authority in your arena. Now, the big thing about that is it's very easy to establish authority when you say, oh yeah, I have a book. Actually, I wrote a book about this, sales funnels or yoga or losing weight or, being a better parent. So that's the great thing about books, is that they let you establish authority. Now, you can use portions of your book. You can take it and use it for different types of content or promotion, and it just basically gives you a really big asset that you can use. Now, some additional reasons why this is important to you is that it gives you multiple opportunities to do some little things, and little hinges swing big doors. Okay, remember that. Now, one of the things that I like to use is what's called an exit pop-up to help push the buyer through the funnel. When people buy from you, and they put in their credit card and hit submit, and then they start seeing, upsells coming at them, they'll just close the tab and just bail on your funnel, and they'll go check their email, wait to see, get the fulfillment email, and then go access their product because they're not interested in the upsells, and they just want to exit. But what we want to do is use these pop-ups, these exit pop-ups, to push them through the funnel and have a link in that exit pop-up to the offer wall, which is basically the summary page where it says, hey, here's everything you bought. And on that page, I like to have some additional links for funnel stacking, right? So this is why we want to do that. Make sense? Sound good? So the funnel stacking part is that I like to use is I like to deliver the book inside a members area, send it over digitally, and they can access it from inside the members area. Now in there, I've got some additional links that go to, you could have it go to, if you've got additional products, if you've got affiliate products, just links to additional offers, additional funnels that you can send them to, and hence the name funnel stacking there. So what you can also do is, this is kind of optional, but we're going on the assumption that we don't want to deal with any delivery headaches, any kind of fulfillment headaches. is that you can offer a physical version of the book, right? They can have initially for sale is the book, and if you upgrade to a digital version, you can save the shipping and handling. And I've seen that type of situation offered for a book funnel. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind there. So let's keep going here. Okay, so here we are with what you need to do. So essentially what you want to do is talk yourself a book. And what I mean by that is you want to use the Frank Kern, I believe it's called the 5x5 method. I think that's where I've seen it before. So I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due as far as this method. But it's extremely simple, but it actually works really, really well despite being how simple it is. And what I mean here, a little sample is you take any situation, anything that you're going to try and teach and convey to someone, and you basically have at one end, you draw a line. Right? And at one end you have, without that result done. At the other end you have that result done. So for this sample here, I use this for a product that I created to show people how to create videos really fast, really easy. Because as you can tell, I do a lot of videos and I like using video. So at the left hand side, you can see with no video, right? We want to put in all the steps that were needed. Now it could be 4 steps, it could be 5. For Frank's, it's 5, but for this one, it worked out to actually be 4. And there was about 4 steps you needed to do in order to have a video done. And it was plan out a video, record your video, edit your video, and then publish your video. If you did those 4 things, you would have a done video. So that was it. And then under each one of those steps, I would go into more detail about what you need to do. So for the planning phase, you want to kind of do a rough outline. Then you want to make your slides and you want to edit it, and you can arrange and do this type of stuff. For your video, for the recording part, you need to find some software. You need to make sure you've got your mic hooked up right. Make sure that you know what I mean? Make sure that you practice it one time through, and just go through all the steps. Right, outline the steps that they need to accomplish this. So once you've got it all outlined, all of your steps, all the little sub portions to each step, then you're just going to go through and just do what I'm doing and just talk about each step. Right, that was kind of a condensed or a simplified version of it, but you'll go into detail and talk for about, say, 2 minutes per step. Right, and if you got about 20 steps overall, 25 steps, you're going to have about 40 to 50 minutes of audio recording of you talking your way through all of these steps here for your book, for how to, like in this case here, for this book that I'm going to sell, on how to make super awesome videos fast and easy. Right, so now I've gone through and talked about each one of these steps. I've got my 40 to 50 minutes of video talked and recorded. Now I'm going to send it away and have it transcribed. So one of the services that I use, I'll lay it out in the tools list here coming on the next slide, but I send it away and it comes back in a big block of text that's really ugly and not good to look at. And I don't want to waste any of my time dealing with that. So what I do is, as soon as I get back, I don't even look at it. I send it off to Fiverr to have it edited into something that's kind of usable and readable. And then once I get that back, I do a little bit of editing and finalize it, and that's it. And then the next thing you need to do after that is just come up with a sales letter for your book. And I'll show you the webpage and the sales letter that I'm using. So here's our tools list as far as everything that I use to get this accomplished here. So I use ClickFunnels. That's what I use to basically build the entire book funnel out, to build my book funnel sales funnel. I also have my order form all done up there on the page. That's all done in ClickFunnels as well, as far as setting up the products. Rev.com, rev.com. That's where I send the transcription way of the audio, and it is $1 a minute. So a tip is to go through and listen to, and if you can edit and make your audio as short as possible, because they do charge by the minute. So if you can send away just the stuff you need transcribed without any mistakes, you can save yourself a few bucks there. But $1 a minute, super cheap. So get that done for 40, 50 bucks. Boom, you've got yourself your book in a rough text form. So like I said, once it comes back, Fiverr.com, send that straight away. Don't even bother with it. Get it edited into something that's workable and readable. The next tool after that is Camtasia. That's what I use to export the audio and record myself and do everything. And I use it to record my videos just like this as well. Next thing is MS Word. So that, once I get the finalized book back from Fiverr, after it's been edited one more time there, I get it in just a Word format, go in there, edit it how I need, insert some pictures and make it look absolutely fantastic. And then just export that file as a PDF. And then put it onto into the members area and the secure delivery that I have set up for the book once people buy it and get access to it. So let's just take a quick look at the page that I use here. Okay, so here's the sales page that I have for my book set up. I'm just going to zoom out a bit here And as you can see, it's just this one. Lots of times I use video sales letters, but for this one I went with just kind of more of a long form sales letter. And you can see, got some shots, the book itself there, bullets, a whole bunch of those as far as laying out all the goodness that's in the book, some testimonials. So if we go down here, here's the order form itself. So you can see they're able to get the book itself, and then if they do want to add in the order bump, all they have to do is just put a little check mark in the box, and then it adds it in, and then they can download and get access to the audio version of the book as well. So that's it. Once they get to here, they've seen, like I say, the price is something where we want to, as far as get them to just say yes to this, making this initial purchase to us, so that leads, to other purchases down the road, because we know that they are a buyer. So that's it. That's how simple the page is. Doesn't have to be much as far as getting started here. Okay, so let's talk about what will happen when you've got this in place. Now, I wanted to get this video cranked out here before the end of the year. It's actually just before, it's Christmas Eve actually. It's just before the end of the year. So with something like this, I was able to get this done I had my transcription turned around in about 24 hours, sent it off to Fiverr. I got that back within about 24 hours. So as you can see, this is something you could crank out and have done before the end of the year if you wanted to. So what will happen once you do this, you're going to have a system in place to identify buyers. Now this is super, super important. The process is going to be completely automated. Like I say, you can customize and you can include multiple upsells and offers, and that's the key part, is to get even more value out of your funnel, because when you're buying advertising, knowing your numbers and how much your average customer is worth is very important once you start buying ads. Now, you can market to your buyers on the back end with additional products like you saw here in the blueprint, and you'll be marketing to people who are 8 times more likely to buy from you. So imagine that. That's like sending out, like sending out emails to your list and having to send out 8 emails to someone before they actually, kind of, get off the couch and go and take action and buy your product, versus sending out 1 email to someone saying, hey, I got another product for sale. It's awesome. Here's some information about it. Go check it out. Because they bought from you before, they know your stuff, they like your stuff. And then, like I say, they're 8 times more likely to buy from you. So that is the great thing about a book funnel. So go ahead and hit it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe underneath. By the way, if you really want to know what the 1% of successful online marketers know that you don't, then go check out www.seanbailey.com/book deal right now, and I will see you on the inside.